At it again, and we've got to talk about the UAW. Yeah, I know. Well, UAW leader recently endorsed Biden. Yeah, I know. Crazy, right? Crazy, absolutely insane. Like my mind is blown. But there's an interesting little tidbit here that I'm sure the media won't cover. So you know what that means. I sure will. Like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you are new. And let's jump into this other clip first, because I have something else that I want to show you guys about this whole UAW situation. Let's dive in.
No matter what that was, it should be built.
She's fine.
So there you saw pro-Palestinian protesters interrupting Biden. And, of course, you know, a bunch of people just shouting UAW. I just... Goodness gracious, man. Wow. Joe Biden's actually been getting interrupted quite a bit during, his recent speeches. I don't see any way this guy can win. I don't care who endorses this guy. You know, he ain't winning. He is not winning, in my humble opinion, not even coming close. But here is the clip of UAW leader. Y'all are going to laugh at this one, man, because it honestly is pretty funny. Because he gets pretty animated with his Trump derangement. Check it out.
Donald Trump is a scab. Donald Trump is a billionaire, and that's who he represents. If Donald Trump ever worked in an auto plant, he wouldn't be a UAW member. He'd be a company man trying to squeeze the American worker. Donald Trump stands against everything we stand for as a union, as a society. When you go back to our core issues, wages, retirement, health care, and our time, that's what this election's about. This election's about who will stand up with us and who will stand in our way.
Well, Joe Biden's standing in your way, buddy.
Those are the questions that will win or lose this election and will decide our fate. Those are the questions that will determine the future of our country and the fate of the working class.
I don't know if this guy knows, but Biden is pushing this whole EV push. And I saw an article yesterday that was talking about how, was it Ford? One of the big, motor companies loses a boatload of money on every EV that they sell. And so, you know what that leads to? Layoffs or a complete reversal of what they are doing. This whole EV thing is just absolutely ridiculous in my humble opinion. I've seen so many clips of people saying, yeah, this is crazy, having to wait in these long lines. We saw all the images when cars were frozen over and wouldn't charge or charged extremely slowly. Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. So, Mr. UAW leader, how do you feel about people being laid off because of low sales on these vehicles? Yeah, okay. I didn't think you had an opinion, but on to this next clip that it's gonna make you smile, probably laugh. Because not long after he gave that speech, he went on to Fox with Sean Fain, and he said something quite interesting. Check it out.
EVs, electric vehicles, many automakers have said this has sort of been the bane of their existence, that the market just isn't there to support what they call the heavy hand of government to force the issue. Sure enough, we learned just a few minutes ago, Sean, after the bell ended for the day, that Tesla shares are falling after the car maker forecasts slower growth because of weak, EV sales, or weaker than expected. Do you think that's a problem for the automakers? You're quite right. You scored this historic and very generous labor package for your members, but that it's imperiled by this industry push for EVs.
Look, we have to have an environment we can all live in where we can breathe clean air and, have clean water. The UAW has always led the way in environmental concerns, going back to our founding. And, wherever the industry goes, we're going to be a part of it. Our workers are going to be a part of it. We're going to fight for those jobs, and we're going to fight for it to be a just transition where it pays good wages, good benefits, so that people can afford to live off that job.
Do you think it's being pushed too quickly, though? I guess that's what I'm asking, that it comes with the president doing so. But he has to juggle, I understand, the wishes of environmentalists, and you're an environmentally concerned union chief, I get that. But that too much so, and it could hurt your members going forward, especially if these sales just languish.
Well, look, we still make ICE engines and ICE vehicles, and we're in both markets. And, however this goes, we're going to protect our workers. But, being concerned about, there's infrastructure that has to be put in place still. All those things are being worked. As far as the timetable goes, adjustments may have to be made. Businesses always make adjustments when they launch new plants or create new businesses. They have a deadline target, and a lot of times those get moved. So, it's just going to be a matter of how things develop and how the market goes.
There's always a dichotomy. The union membership in the past was very strong for Ronald Reagan in both elections. George Bush Sr. benefited from the union vote. Many of your own members now, Sean, are very big Trump supporters. I don't know the breakdown. You know that part better than I. But that a good many of them are at Trump rallies and are MAGA enthusiasts. How do you feel about that?
Look, it's what makes this country, a beacon for other countries. It's democracy in action. Look, let me be clear about this. A great majority of our members will not vote for President Biden.
Whoa. What was that?
A great majority of our members will not vote for President Biden. Yes, some will. But that's the reality of this. The majority of our members are going to vote their paychecks. They're going to vote for an economy that works for them, and they're going to vote for a president. When you look at these two presidents, the choice is very clear about which one stands up with the working class and stands up for labor, and which one stands for the billionaire class, and that's his base.
Oh. Now, did we just witness a complete 180? Wow. Most of the members are voting for Trump. They aren't voting for Biden. And they're going to vote based on their pockets. Complete 180 there, huh? Yeah. Sure, you probably got an earful after endorsing Biden in a room full of Trump supporters. They're like, hold on. Wait a minute. Completely backtracked. Man. That's hilarious, man. That is hilarious, right? Hey, hey, listen. I told you guys you were gonna smile at this last at the the clip that I was gonna show you guys, the last clip at least I was gonna show you guys. I told you. Hey, man, but hey, Trump is the common sense choice. He's the common sense choice. People try to say, oh, Trump bad, Trump bad. Explain to me exactly what is bad about Trump. What? That he says what a lot of people just won't say? He just says it in public? Or what a lot of people say behind closed doors, he just says it in public? That's a bad thing? I thought people wanted honesty. What's bad about Trump? That he closed the borders and kept this country safe? Is that bad? Is it bad that he kept us out of wars? Is that terrible too? But, I think Democrats have this thing going on where they yell and shout ceasefire. Well, Trump had basically a ceasefire he didn't start any wars. I'm just saying. How were your pockets looking when Trump was in office? How were them pockets looking? Economy was smooth, right? Grocery prices were low, right? Gas was cheap too, huh? I'm just saying. Trump, at the end of the day, is the common sense choice. Anybody with, a functioning brain, I think you'd have to be as blind as a bat in order to not see that Trump is the common sense candidate. I really, my mind is thrown for a loop when I talk to Biden supporters. I still talk to them. I still have conversations with them. I still present things to them in a respectful manner, right? Because at the end of the day, I want people to know the truth. And I also want to end this Trump derangement syndrome that we have going on among some folks in this country because of what mainstream media has pushed upon them for many, many years, right? And the only way that you can end that is by having, open and honest dialogue with folks that isn't disrespectful, because if you start getting loud with folks and disrespectful, then it turns to something that it shouldn't be. And yeah, been there before. Made the mistake of getting a little animated, right? Get a little too passionate in my debate with someone, and yeah, they just stormed off. A couple names were shouted and walked away. Which is unfortunate. And I don't want any other discussion to end like that, because that doesn't do anybody any good, right? Doesn't do anybody any good. So I'll continue to have these conversations. My mind is still gonna be thrown for a loop when someone says they're a Biden supporter and they don't like Trump. I started this thing actually where, on social media, I'll comment under, somebody's comment where they say that they're a Biden supporter or, Trump bad. I've got this thing now where I've just started debates with folks in the comment section. Not of my own post, but like other people's posts where, somebody comments, oh, Trump bad, or, oh, Biden 24, which honestly has been working pretty well so far, if I do say so myself. But hey, y'all let me know what you thought about this one in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.